Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be talking about things that we can keep in mind if we don't want to be suckered into or tempted to buy something based on what someone else says. And by someone else, I mean people on YouTube. And even by those that we feel we trust on the platform. Now, this is specifically geared towards people that want to be more mindful and more selective about their purchases. If you're one to just go splurge and that's what's going to make you happy and you just want to go buy what your favorite influencers say, then by all means, do you. I'm rooting for you. But because I want to know buy and I want to be more mindful and purposeful with the things that I own and possibly the things that I will end up purchasing, I thought this might make for a fun video. So we're going to start with the elephant in the room, the one thing that influencers don't really like to talk about because it's become a hot topic in the community, and that is PR. When it comes to PR, I see why it is successful, but I think it's important to take these PRs with a grain of salt. It's not to say that all influencers are giving the product an upper hand because they received it in PR. To say that people are not honest with their reviews would be wrong. I think there are influencers out there that give a product the most fair judgment that they can and that they nitpick it to wit's end. But I also think that there are influencers out there who are very cautious of what they say because at the end of the day, PR, especially for these people who have, bigger names, there's some sort of compensation at the end of it, whether it's being sponsored, whether it's being an affiliate, or they have partaken in brand trips. So be more mindful of that. I'm not saying disregard everyone's review because they receive PR. It's just be more mindful and that it might not be the most honest or authentic review they can give because of possible incentives for doing the review. Another thing that I like to do is the frequency of use of a product. When someone reviews a product or they talk about it on their channel, purchased or not, the frequency of use usually tells something. We know this for ourselves. Our favorite products are the ones that we use multiple times. And in YouTube case, it might just be something that you mention a lot in your videos or your favorites. And I think that speaks more volume than just saying that something looks great or feels great. We can say 1,000 times that, this product looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous, and I'm guilty of this. But that doesn't mean it's practical for your usage. You know what I mean? Frequency. Frequency is definitely something to take a look at. Now, one of the biggest things I like to mention is that when it comes to people that we trust on YouTube, because we have our go-to people on YouTube or on Instagram, we have people that we rely on. And although their intention is great, what they're saying in their experience of a product is honest, that doesn't mean that it's worth your money, because what they're speaking on is based on their experience. Let's say, for example, a primer. Your favorite YouTuber might be raving about this primer, that it's worked wonders for them. They've used it constantly. It's constantly in their favorites, and that it's amazing. It's the most amazing primer for oily skin. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the perfect primer for oily and large porous skin, which you might have. Another example, a purple eyeshadow. This purple eyeshadow is the best purple eyeshadow out there. And then we go like, oh my goodness, she says it's the best. And every time she swatches it, it looks amazing. But do you really use purple eyeshadow? So even though we look at these YouTubers and trust their judgment, at the end of the day, you need to trust your gut more than the people on YouTube. Because when it comes down to it, the best review is the one you do yourself. So if you have access to these places, if you have access to Ulta, if you have access to these, counters or Sephora, the drugstore. If you're able to go to these places and either sample them or swatch them, I think that's a much fairer judgment on how it'll work for you, as opposed to someone saying that this could possibly work for you or this is great for oily skin, because you don't really know if the oily skin that they're referring to is your type of oily skin. So the moral of today's video is that we need to be able to ask ourselves more than ask others. I think YouTube is such a strong tool to get us to the items that we could potentially put into our collections and our routine as holy grail items, but it should really just be that. It should be a tool. It shouldn't be this clear cut, I'm going to trust what you say because I like you mentality that we've kind of grown to accept. I know that at a certain point in time, whenever my favorite YouTuber was like, I love this product, I'm like, yes, I think I'm gonna love that too. And that might just be working for you. Great if it is, but it's not always the case. So trust yourself a little bit more. Ask yourself, like, is this something that I think I would use? Is it something that I honestly feel is worth the purchase? Ask yourself that. You can ask for input, but the choice should always be yours at the end of the day, and not because, said YouTuber thinks it's a great purchase. Put more trust in you than a YouTuber, is what I'm saying. So that concludes my little ranty video today on how to make more purchases based on what you think, as opposed to what said YouTuber said. Me included, guys. On my past videos, I know I just did a Tom Ford quad video on which one you should buy. That's what I'm saying. Like, here's the product, guys. I'm not sponsored by Tom Ford, by the way. Not in this lifetime. Here's the quad. Go out and swatch it. Give it a swatch. Then you choose. That's the way it should work. As opposed to like, oh my God, look at this Tom Ford quad. It is gorgeous. You need to have it. It will change your life. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you decide to click on the red subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. This makeup look can be found on Instagram, first link in the description box down below, where I will post a photo of this makeup look along with a full list of products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.